6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by J. Yogaraj, read by Soundithavam. The second phase of the first term education activities of government and government-approved schools will commence today. The schools in the Western Province will reopen today for grades 5, 11 and 13. Priority will be given to rural development under the Saubhagya Dakma program. State institutions to be inspected from today. Uplifting of the National School Work Plan will commence next month. The Samagi Jana Balavegya SJB celebrates its first anniversary today. The CID team to investigate Asad Saleh's statement. Coronavirus, 282 positive cases confirmed yesterday. Sri Lanka's coronavirus death toll at 527. In world news, Merkel's party slumps to defeat in regional polls. In sports, Darren Bravo Ton Kieran Pollard composure seals 3-0 sweep despite Wanindu Hasaranga's efforts. The Education Ministry Secretary, Professor Kapila Pereira, says the second phase of the first-term education activities of government and government-approved schools will commence today. Meanwhile, the schools in the Western Province will reopen today for grades 5, 11 and 13. He said that the Health Services Director had conveyed recommendations on March 8th on the reopening of schools in non-isolated areas of Colombo, Gampaha and the Kalutara districts in the Western Province from today. He added classes for the other grades will start after the April holidays, adhering to health guidelines issued by the Health Ministry. The Ministry of Education has announced that no decision has been taken to postpone the 2021 Grade 5 scholarship examination and the 2021 Advanced Level examination scheduled to be held in August this year. However, earlier yesterday, the Commissioner General of Examination, Sanat Pujitha, said they've decided not to conduct the Grade 5 scholarship exam and the Advanced Level exam in August this year as scheduled. The Commissioner, Sanat Pujitha, noted that since the syllabus had not been covered in classrooms due to schools being closed with the emergence of the coronavirus, they are looking at conducting the two exams at a later date. Minister Kelly Rambukwella says the country is moving towards a new era with a new journey of political culture. The minister added that priority will be given to rural development under the Saubhagya Dakma program. The minister made these comments while participating at a function in the Galagedara electorate to declare open a newly constructed bridge yesterday. The first phase of the government institutions investigation program implemented by the Ministry of Home Affairs is scheduled to commence today. The investigation program is being implemented with the aim of minimizing errors and mismanagement of the institutions and to ensure an efficient service to the public. Under the first phase, the divisional secretariats of the Hambantota district will be directly inspected until the 19th of March. The Samagi Jana Balavegya SJB celebrates its first anniversary today at Hyde Park Corner. The rally will be held under the patronage of opposition leader Sajith Premadasa. The celebration will be held under strict health regulations. Uplifting of the National School Work Plan will commence next month. Under the first phase, 123 schools will be taken into consideration. In the second phase, 673 schools will be renovated and upgraded. The development and renovation activities will be carried out based on the decisions taken at the district development committees. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. A team of Criminal Investigation Department CID officers have been appointed to inquire into the controversial statements made recently by Asad Saleh. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said that a 5-member CID team will be led by an Assistant Superintendent of Police ASP. Accordingly, the investigations are currently underway, the DIG added. The leader of the National Unity Front, NUF, Asad Saleh, recently made a controversial statement regarding the law of the country, triggering several complaints to the Criminal Investigation Department, CID. The Minister of Public Security, Rear Admiral Sarath Weerasekara, stated that the CID has been instructed to inquire from Asad Saleh regarding the relevant statement. Sri Lanka has registered 140 more positive cases of COVID-19 yesterday, the Ministry of Health confirmed. Thereby, Sri Lanka has detected 282 new positive cases of COVID-19 within the day. As per statistics, the total number of COVID-19 infections confirmed so far in the country now stands at 87,907. Recoveries from the virus, meanwhile, climbed to 84,648 earlier yesterday, as 395 more patients regained health. However, 2,732 active cases are still under medical care at selected hospitals and treatment centres located across the island. The total lives claimed by the pandemic outbreak stands at 527 currently. Sri Lanka has reported another death from the coronavirus pandemic yesterday, March 14th, according to the Ministry of Health. Accordingly, the total number of deaths due to COVID-19 infection in Sri Lanka has moved to 527. The deceased is a male resident, 73-year-old from Valigama. He had been diagnosed with COVID-19 infection while undergoing treatment at the Matara Base Hospital. Subsequently, he was transferred to the Hambantota General Hospital, where he died on the 14th of March. The cause of death was determined as blood poisoning, multiple organ dysfunction and COVID-19 pneumonia. That's local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The Defence Secretary, retired General Kamal Gunaratne, says the laws of the country cannot be changed according to the wishes of individuals. During an event held at the Mahamega Ramya Temple in Mahargama yesterday, he said, if there is any requirement to amend the laws which should make an impact on the national security, such laws should be amended after a careful study made by the field experts. The Defence Secretary added, as the authorised body of the country to protect the national security, the authority will not hesitate to arrest and implement the law against anyone who attempts to break the law of the country by sowing seeds of hate politics and provoking the public peace. That came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight, the residents of Dehiwala, Mount Lavinia complain that the garbage is not collected on time in certain inner roads. This has caused immense difficulties to the motorists and residents of the area. This has also created a health hazard in certain areas. This is for the attention of the Dehiwala Municipal Council and came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
In world news headlines, Merkel's party slumps to defeat in regional polls. Myanmar protests, demonstrators killed in bloody Yangon crackdown. And Sarah Everett, Met Police chief, will not resign over vigil scenes. Angela Merkel's ruling Christian Democrats CDU have suffered poor results in 2 key regional votes, seen as an indication of what might happen in September's general election. The CDU is on course for about a quarter of the vote in Baden-Württemberg and Rhineland-Palatinate. The 2 western states were once conservative strongholds. Mrs. Merkel is due to step down as German Chancellor in September after 16 years in office. Activists say 38 protesters have been killed in one of the bloodiest days yet in Myanmar since the military toppled the government. Security forces opened fire in an area of Myanmar's largest city, Yangon, with protesters using sticks and knives. The military declared martial law in the area after Chinese businesses were attacked. Protesters believe China is giving support to the Burmese military. Myanmar has been gripped by protesters since the military coup on the 1st of February. Military rulers have detained Aung San Suu Kyi, the country's civilian leader and head of the National League for Democracy NLD party. The Metropolitan Police Chief has said she is not considering her position after the force was criticised over its handling of a vigil for Sarah Everard. Officers handcuffed women and removed them from crowds on Clapham Common in London on Saturday. Commissioner Cressida Dick said she was more determined to lead the Met. The Home Secretary has commissioned an independent investigation into the force's decisions, which were taken in the light of COVID restrictions. Sources said both Priti Patel and the Prime Minister had confidence in Dame Cressida. Back to the headlines of the world news. Merkel's party slumps to defeat in regional polls. Myanmar protests, demonstrators killed in bloody Yangon crackdown. And Sarah Everard, Met Police Chief, will not resign over vigil scenes. That concludes this bulletin of world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by Nivea along with CIB from 1st to 15th March. Valuable gifts for every bill payment. Our products, our place. CIB.
The Irrigation Department has taken effective measures to renovate the Bindunuweva tank in the Badula district. This will help in providing the necessary irrigation facilities to the cultivation process in the Valimada and Bindunuweva areas. The renovation activities are being carried out based on the instructions of Parliamentarian Major Sudarshana Dehipitiya and came to you in Development News.
Development News was brought to you by Nivea along with CIB from 1st to 15th March. Valuable gifts for every bill payment. Our products, our place. CIB.
Moving on to sports, it's cricket. Darren Bravo's first century in nearly 5 years, along with 50s from Shai Hope and Kieran Pollard, meant Vanindu Hasranga's rearguard 80 not out would ultimately be in vain as the West Indies hunted down their target with 5 wickets to spare to sweep the 3-match ODI series. Scores: Sri Lanka batted first and made 274 for 6 in 50 overs. In reply, the West Indies reached the victory target, losing only 5 wickets and 9 balls to spare. The result not only extended Sri Lanka's losing streak against the West Indies in ODIs to 6 games, but also means they remain rooted at the bottom of the World Cup Super League, yet to register any points. That's sports news. Business news up next.
Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Sri Lankan organic exporters could become strategic suppliers to the German market for organic food, which is one of the fastest growing markets worldwide and the largest one within the European Union, EU. This is opined by the chief delegate of the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Sri Lanka, AHK Sri Lanka, Andreas Hergenrother, at a seminar in Jaffna, hosted in collaboration with the German Agency of International Development Cooperation, GIZ, to raise awareness among potential exporters and industry representatives to increase export capacities of organic products to the EU. That's Business News, Economic News up next.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Sri Lanka's external sector continued to recover in many aspects during January 2021, mainly supported by an improved trade deficit and a notable increase in workers' remittances. The reduced deficit in the trade account in January 2021 compared to January 2020 was the result of a larger decline in merchandise imports over merchandise exports. Meanwhile, workers' remittances continue to record a notable growth in January 2021, strengthening the external current account. In the financial sector, foreign investment in the government securities market recorded a marginal net inflow, while the Colombo Stock Exchange, CSE, recorded net outflows in January 2021. That's economic news.
Hello, Puta, did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
In the weather report, the Met Department says showers will occur at several places in the eastern, Uva and north central provinces and in the Nuwara and Matale districts. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places in the Sabaragamu and western provinces and in the Galle, Matara and Kandy districts during the evening or night. Fairly heavy falls above 50 millimeters can be expected at some places in these areas. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the central, Sabaragamu, Uva and western provinces during the morning. The general public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. This weather report was published this morning at 4:30 a.m. Further details could be obtained by visiting the official website of the department. To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. The second phase of the first term education activities of government and government-approved schools will commence today. The schools in the Western Province will reopen today for grades 5, 11 and 13. Priority will be given to rural development under the Saubhagya Dakma program. State institutions to be inspected from today. Uplifting of the National School Work Plan will commence next month. The Samagi Jana Balavegya SJB celebrates its first anniversary today. The CID team to investigate Azad Saleh's statement. Coronavirus, 282 positive cases confirmed yesterday. Sri Lanka's coronavirus death toll at 527. Merkel's party slumps to defeat in regional polls. And Darren Bravo-Ton, Kieran Pollard composure seals a 3-0 sweep despite Wanindu Hasranga's efforts. That concludes this morning's news broadcast, and now it's back to Sharifa across the glass pane. Back to you, Sharifa.